Hey y'all, Tara May here, and I have my Horror Pack DVD box set. Came in the mail today for the month. This will be the January one, of course, for 2017. Those of you that are still unfamiliar with Horror Pack, you can subscribe and get 4 DVDs or 4 Blu-rays, or you can actually subscribe to both packages, as you would get different titles in the Blu-rays than you would from the DVDs. Um, you get a lot with them, if you're a beginning collector and stuff like that. You get zombie flicks, you'll get stuff from the 90s, stuff from the 80s sometimes. You get stuff that's more current, independent films, if you're a supporter of indie films. In the Blu-ray packs, they promise a limited one every month this year, and sometimes they get those limited ones signed. And so if you're not happy with the ones that you get, actually the resale value isn't that bad if you check them out. You can usually get your money back, and the limited ones, sometimes they go for a lot on eBay actually, because Horror Pack with their insignia on it are the only ones putting some of these on Blu-ray. So it's pretty cool. So I'll get down to it. Oh, and you'll notice I didn't do my DVD pack for those of you who watch these, a lot of mine, for last month, and that's because I was out of town. And when it came in, I was still out of town, and by the time I come back, it was kind of like, I'm sure everybody else had their videos out, so I I didn't make it. So sorry if you were looking forward to it, but I did get the DVD pack last month. Yeah, last year. Okay. So my first one is The Dead I'm Dead. I'm not really sure about this. I haven't heard of this one. Vampires versus Zombies. So it says, a camping trip becomes a nightmare when the solitude of a peaceful mountain is shattered by the onslaught of ravenous zombie horde. Fleeing into what appears to be a deserted town, the group discovers a secret vampire community and fears that all hope is lost. But the vampires take the defenseless humans under their wing, and an all-out war between vampires and zombies begins. This has some special features, 7 featurettes. The characters, Dead Undead, Re-Dead, the directors, makeup, stunts, the weapons, zombie vampires. And it also has a trailer on here. So there's a zombie film. There's often zombie films in these things for those of you who can't get enough of zombies. This next one, oh my gosh, it's a steelbook. Steelbook DVD of Hannibal. Most of you know that's the sequel to Silence of the Lambs by now, written by Thomas Harris. Silence of the Lambs is, in my opinion, the best of all the ones that was made, but this one's actually pretty darn good. And this actually has a ton of special features. Anthony Hopkins is perverse perfection, Rolling Stone, and is returned to the role of Dr. Hannibal Lecter, the sophisticated killer who comes out of hiding to draw FBI agent Clarice Starling, Julianne Moore, into a high-stakes battle that will test her strength, cunning, and loyalty. I was a little disappointed not to see Jodie Foster reprise her role, but Julianne Moore did do well with it, in my opinion. The special features include an alternate ending with optional director commentary, over 35 minutes of deleted alternate scenes and optional director commentary, feature-length commentary by director Ridley Scott, Breaking the Silence, 5 unique making-of featurettes including rare footage and interviews, a multi-angle featurette on the art and storyboarding, Anatomy of a Shootout, a 5-angle breakdown of the fish market action scene, multi-angle exploration of the film's opening title design, gallery featuring trailers, TV spots, rare production stills, and unused poster concepts, and more. So, you get a lot of bang for your buck on, and it's a steelbook. I technically already have Hannibal in a box set that includes Manhunter, which was done by the guy who does Miami Vice, the old TV show, and that was remade as Red Dragon. Some of you probably know that. And then Silence of the Lambs was also included in the box set that I have. But I'm not disappointed to get a separate copy of Hannibal that's like that. That's pretty cool. Tony Todd, Shadow Dead Riot. Now, I've seen this a long time ago. I'm thinking this one came out in the earlier 2000s. And if it's what I think it is, there's an actress in it named Erin Brown who's actually Misty Monday from delightful little titles like Spider Babe and Lord of the G-Strings. Some of you probably know what those are. Horror icon Tony Todd, Clive Barker's Candyman series, delivers his most powerful and evil performance as Shadow, an executed and resurrected serial killer who invades a women's prison in search of a girl known only as Solitaire, Carla Green. Solitaire senses an impending doom and prepares to single-handedly take on Shadow and his army of zombies in a supernatural martial arts showdown. Shadow Dead Riot is a unique, stylistic fusion of Asian-style action, zombie horror, and women's prison drama. Special features: Disc 1, widescreen 16:9 presentation, trailers, 5.1 surround in English and Spanish audio, cast and crew commentary, isolated music score, Disc 2, as this is apparently a 2-disc set, behind the scenes featurette, deleted scenes, photo and art gallery, a Tale of Two Zombies featurette, Shadow Dead Riot music video, and an audition reel, and more. So you actually get a lot on that, and I don't remember disliking that movie. I remember it being kind of fun. I just somehow never got around to picking it up, so well, now I have it. And the last one is something called Out of the Dark, Julia Stiles and Scott Speedman, Pray for the Children. And it's Prey, P-R-E-Y, interestingly enough, from the executive producers of The Crazies, and I assume they mean the remake there of The Crazies. A successful little trip into darkness. A child's revenge, a parent's nightmare. A young couple, Sarah, Julia Stiles, and Paul, Scott Speedman, travel to a remote Colombian town to take over a paper mill owned by Sarah's father, Stephen Ray. What starts out as a promising new life in the lush tropics soon turns into their biggest nightmares as they encounter terrifying glimpses of dark evil when their young daughter Hannah is kidnapped and they realize they are very much on their own in the unforgiving surroundings. They will do anything to get Hannah back, but that means uncovering the truth of a deeply buried secret that threatens to haunt them forever. Considering the big names, I'm surprised I've never heard of this. I'm not sure what year it came out. It sounds like it might be interesting. It's probably more along the lines of thriller, but that's okay, because I pretty much like all the little subgenres of horror, so I'm not disappointed in that. So that's a neat little pack there, and I only had one of the titles, so it's actually a pretty good haul for me. So we'll review. I got Out of the Dark. I got Shadow Dead Riot with Tony Todd. I got Hannibal, Anthony Hopkins, Julianne Moore, and Ray Liotta with the famous brain-eating dinner-side table scene that most of you probably know. And The Dead Undead, which I hadn't heard of at all, but it might be interesting. Some of these indie films kind of turn out rather amusing, so that's pretty cool. So there you have it. I hope you liked it. If you did, please click like. You can subscribe to me. You can also follow me on Twitter at Taramae79. That is Taramae79. You can ask me questions about the pack or other packs that I've got. Ask me anything, I don't mind. So until next time, I will see you all later.